Today's topic is ports and connections. A port is a channel through which data is transferred between input-output devices and the processor. There are several types of ports that you can use to connect a computer to external devices and networks. Some types of ports are described in the following list. First one is USB, Universal Serial Bus. Ports basically होता क्या है? Ports is a channel through which data is transferred between input and output devices and the processor. Ports एक चैनल है जिसकी मदद से डेटा को ट्रांसफ़र करते हैं इनपुट और आउटपुट डिवाइस के बीच में एंड प्रोसेसर के बीच में. जो फर्स्ट हमारा पोर्ट है एंड मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट इज यूनिवर्सल सीरियल बस USB पोर्ट. You use this to connect peripheral devices such as a mouse, a modem, a keyboard or a printer to a computer. जब भी आप अपने कंप्यूटर में कीबोर्ड अटैच करते हैं, प्रिंटर अटैच करते हैं, मॉनिटर अटैच करते हैं या मॉडेम अटैच करते हैं, माउस, ये सारे आपके कंप्यूटर में USB पोर्ट के द्वारा अटैच्ड होते हैं. Next one is FireWire. You use this to connect devices such as digital camera. It is faster than a USB. Next port is FireWire. It is used to connect digital camera to a computer system. Next port is network port. You use this to connect a computer to other computers to exchange information between the computers. नेटवर्क पोर्ट के द्वारा आप इंफॉर्मेशन को एक्सचेंज कर सकते हैं एक कंप्यूटर से दूसरे कंप्यूटर में विद द हेल्प ऑफ नेटवर्क पोर्ट. नेक्स्ट वन इज पैरेलल पोर्ट एंड सीरियल पोर्ट. You use these ports to connect printers and other devices to a personal computer. However, the USB port is now preferred to connect peripheral devices because it is faster and easier to use. Next port is parallel port and serial port. इसका यूज जनरली प्रिंटर को कनेक्ट करने के लिए यूज होता है, but nowadays printer are used to connect with the help of USB port because it's faster and easier use. Next one is display adapter. You connect a monitor to a display adapter on your computer. The display adapter generates the video signal received from a computer and sends it to a monitor through a cable. The display adapter may be on the motherboard or on an expansion card. डिस्प्ले एडेप्टर जनरली मॉनिटर में यूज होता है जो डिफरेंट वीडियो सिग्नल्स को जनरेट और रिसीव करने के लिए यूज होता है. मॉनिटर में जितने भी सिग्नल रिसीव किए जाते हैं और पिक्चर जनरेट किए जाते हैं डिस्प्ले एडेप्टर के द्वारा. नेक्स्ट वन इज पावर. अ मदरबोर्ड एंड अदर कंपोनेंट्स inside a computer use direct current DC. A power supply takes alternating current AC from a wall outlet and converts it into DC power. पावर एडाप्टर जो जनरली हमारे कंप्यूटर के मदरबोर्ड के द्वारा यूज किया जाता है, जो डिफरेंट कंपोनेंट्स को कनेक्ट किया जाता है, और एसएमपीएस जो हमारा पावर सप्लाई है उसके द्वारा यूज किया जाता है, जो एसी को डीसी और डीसी को एसी करंट में चेंज कर पावर। नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज कंप्यूटर फंडामेंटल्स। A computer system includes software and hardware together to make it perform the required task. Software is a collection of instructions and related data that tells a computer what to do and how to do. In other words, software is a conceptual entity which contains a set of instructions with associated documentation related to the operations of a data processing system. Whereas computer hardware is a collection of electronic and other peripheral units which enables software to perform desired operations, and there is important software known as operating system, basically designed to establish the communication between various hardware devices and software loaded on computer system. As you aware of that, computer fundamentals is the basic of computer hardware and software related information. As we discussed earlier also, as you know that a computer system includes सॉफ्टवेयर एंड हार्डवेयर टुगेदर टू मेक इट परफॉर्म द रिक्वायर्ड टास्क। आप जानते हैं हमारा कंप्यूटर सिस्टम हार्डवेयर और सॉफ्टवेयर दोनों को मिला करके बनता है, जिसकी मदद से हम किसी टास्क को, किसी वर्क को परफॉर्म कर सकते। सॉफ्टवेयर बेसिकली कलेक्शन ऑफ इंस्ट्रक्शंस होता है जिसको डिजाइन किया जाता है किसी वर्क को परफॉर्म करने के लिए, पूरा करने के लिए। और जो हमारा सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट सॉफ्टवेयर होता है कंप्यूटर में, उसको ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम कहते हैं। इन शॉर्ट इट इज कॉल्ड ओएस, दैट आर स्पेशली डिजाइन टू एस्टैब्लिश द कम्युनिकेशन बिटवीन वेरियस हार्डवेयर डिवाइसेज एंड सॉफ्टवेयर लोडेड ऑन अ कंप्यूटर सिस्टम। जो हमारे कंप्यूटर सिस्टम में जितने भी हार्डवेयर और सॉफ्टवेयर लोड हैं उसको कंट्रोल, कोऑर्डिनेट करने का काम हमारे ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम का। इट इज मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट सॉफ्टवेयर इन आवर कंप्यूटर सिस्टम। नेक्स्ट, अ कंप्यूटर सिस्टम इज अ प्रोग्रामेबल मशीन designed to perform arithmetic and logical operations to produce meaningful results in desired format. As you know that computer is also known as a programmable machine to design, perform arithmetic and logical operations. Next, a computer system is broadly divided into three units: input units, central processing unit, and output unit. Input unit helps the user to enter raw data and instruction into the computer system. Central processing unit perform the required operations as per given instructions, and at the end output unit produces meaningful result in the desired format for the user. As you are aware of that, in computer systems broadly divided into three units: input unit, processing unit, also called central processing unit, and output unit. Input unit help the user to enter raw data and instruction into the computer system. With the help of input device, we can enter data or instruction into the computer system. After that, central processing unit perform the required operation as per given instructions, and output unit produces meaningful result in desired format. This is the cycle of IPO, input process output cycle. Let us understand this concept with the help of an example. What information will you require to calculate the amount to be paid to a shopkeeper for buying several pieces of a branded pen? You will require its unit price and quantity procured by you. So, unit price and quantity will become the raw data to be entered by you through the input unit. Now you will need to multiply both these values to know the amount to be paid to the shopkeeper. So multiplication of these two values will become the operation which will be performed by the CPU, and the amount which is the result will be on the output unit of a computer system. Let us understand this processing and IPO cycle with the help of example. As the given diagram, input unit. With the help of input unit, we can enter data or instruction into the computer, also called raw data. After that, CPU, central processing unit, processed it. Within a CPU, there are three units or parts: control unit CU, ALU, arithmetic and logic unit, and memory unit. All processings were performed by a ALU, and all operations are controlled by CU, control unit. After that, it gives output or result on output unit like monitor or printer. We give instruction with the help of keyboard or mouse. CPU process them and give output or result on monitor or printer. These all are the process and flow of data from input device to output device, also processing device. This diagram is called a block diagram of a computer system, and all the processings and calculations are performed with the help of these cycles or these diagrams. Next, all the instructions are given there how to perform ALU, mathematical and logical operations are discussed in this topics. You all have to read the topics. Some examples of input and output devices are given below. Some input and output devices are given. See there, mic, purpose used to take the audio input to record nursery rhymes in the system. A scanner used to accept digital input from a paper picture, image, documents to scan a picture that is to be included in an assignment. Next one is camera, used to accept image, video inputs to take picture of students for identity cards. Next one is barcode reader, used to read barcode present on books being issued, written in the school library. Printer, used to print output on paper, to print an assignment on paper. A speaker, used for audio output to listen the nursery rhymes from the system. These all are the input and output devices that help us to give instruction to the computer, or after processing, CPU gives output or result on output unit like monitor, printer, speaker. All devices are important for our computer system for taking instructions and processing. After that, next unit is memory. The memory unit of CPU is further divided into two components. One is known as random access memory RAM to take care of intermediate storage of data while working on a computer system, and another read-only memory ROM to keep the essential instructions written and stored by the manufacturer to load operating system and take care of basic input-output operations, also referred as BIOS, basic input-output systems. It is very important tools of operating systems. While you power on your computer systems, the first operations starts on BIOS, basic input-output, and post operation power on self-test. Next topic is, in the computer, the data is stored in the form of bits and bytes. Bits, binary digit represented by 0 or 1. It is the smallest storage unit. 8 bits combined together form a single byte, which in turn represent a single character. Let us see an example. If the RAM is required to be stored in computer, it will be need 4 bytes in a computer's memory. The following table represents other higher units of computer memory. These are the memory units. You have to know that the representation method, as you are aware of that, computer understand only binary digits and it is represented by 0 and 1 only. It is also called a machine language. Then know the measurements. 8 bits equal to 1 bytes and 1024 bytes equal to 1 kilobyte KB, and 1024 kilobytes equal to 1 megabyte MB, and 1024 gigabytes GB equal to 1 terabyte. You all have to remember the memory units and its equivalent bytes. Here given RAM, ROM and primary memory, secondary memory and storage capacity of, as you know that the storage capacity of RAM, random access memory, is 4 GB, 8 GB, 2 GB. Secondary storage, it store a large amount of data like 40 GB, 80 GB, 500 GB, 1 TB, terabytes, 2 terabytes. These are the storage capacity of secondary storage device. And the most important secondary storage device is hard disk. Another secondary storage device is CD, compact disc, read-only memory, has a capacity of 700 MB data to store. And next one is DVD, digital versatile. It stores the 4.5 GB gigabytes. Next one is Blu-ray disc. Its storage capacity is 25 GB gigabytes to 50 GB. Next one is pen drive. Its capacity is 2 GB, 4 GB to 16, 32 GB as per requirement. That's all about the topics. You all have to read the discussed topic, and if you have any doubts regarding any topics, then you can ask. Thank you.